Welcome back, survivors. I'm the Survivalvis, and we return to Carnivores Genesis, where we are going to be taking a break from going after our nemesis, the Carnotaurus, and instead switching up to try a different map. We've seen Tarantchox quite a bit, we've seen Trophy Beachhead a few times, I think we've even seen Bazinda Desert 2 or 3 times now, so it's off to the Ruins of Vataar. And we do have a couple of different weapons to use, so I think we'll try the sniper rifle. You know what, maybe we'll take the shotgun just as an up-close weapon, and just try to snag a few early points like that. So, a nice hunt that's a little bit different. A Ankylosaur, Stegosaur, and Cineraptor. We will go during the day to see what Vataar is like on just like an experience like that. Tranquilizer's on, everything's looking good. So we'll hop in and see what this hunt has in store. Okay, so we're all loaded in here. Whoa. Okay, this is... Oh, hello. I think that's the closest we ever got to see a Dimorphodon. I gotta admit, I really like your coloration and the textures they did for you. So this is the Ruins of Vataar. And it's quite the map already to look from above here. Let's see. Okay, the sniper rifle is at number 6. Oh, actually, that's a little bit of a different sniper rifle than I'm used to. Because the reticle's, well, the scope in the reticle's a bit different, so that'll be nice to try hunting with. But yeah, I was expecting, well, kind of more jungle like that area there, but it never hurts to have variety on the map as, like, different things in there. I just have no idea what this weird thing is right here. That's all. Yeah, it looks like there's almost like a bridge into it, or onto it. So we've just got the shotgun in slot 1 and the sniper in 6. So I do have the shotgun as sort of like the backup weapon. It is a little slow trying to get the weapons out sometimes, but I think we should be okay. Well, you can actually... Yeah, this was meant to be walked along. It's basically like a bridge. What secrets do we got hiding in here? Not really a secret, more just like a puddle of, or a pool of something in the bottom there. Doesn't look too healthy. Well, then again, it's basically just the same water, I guess it's everywhere else. Okay, so this is actually not really the mainland. This is just kind of like the tiny little perimeter island. So let's try getting our way over this way more. And yeah, it looks like there's kind of a bridge over that way to get into more of the forested area of this island. So we'll head this way. Spook the Dimetrodon as we go. And see what else we can find. Now, playing Genesis alongside like mods like Jurassic Park Hunter Legends and Carnivores Plus, it feels kind of weird to go back and forth because you have the mortal zones and the super close range of Carnivores Plus contrasted with more of like the longer range and distance you can have in Carnivores Genesis here. And then you also have Jurassic Park Hunter Legends, where the mortal zones are super, super critical to your hunting success. Because if you don't land them, the animals are tanks. But here, it's just kind of remembering that there is like a power scale on all the different animals, because there are no mortal zones. I think that's probably why the Carnotaurus has been as deadly as it has been for us, is I've kind of forgotten that I have to play that more as I was playing Mandibles, where you have things like the Manipulator and the Protosulfuga that really need the railgun at the end to hunt them, well, properly. Okay, I'm not hearing anything back, and getting a look at this island, I mean, it's sizable, but it looks like the majority of it is this peak here in the middle. So I think we gotta basically make a sprint over to the west now. I mean, the wind's not going to be in our favor for the run, but it's kind of what we got to do in order to get somewhere. Yeah, no calls back, so I think this island is pretty deserted. Oh, I wonder if that was actually like a dam or something. I mean, it looks like a straight wall basically going out to whatever that middle area was. Okay, now that we're kind of in more of a jungle, though, yeah, this is going to be some interesting hunting because of how dense it might be on the mainland. So we can't see the mainland from here yet, so we are going to be in for a bit of a schwim. There it is. I'm just going to have to watch my health bar a bit and slowly make our way across. Oh, Lord, it feels like you go so slow when you're right on the top of the water. But at least the mainland is the mainland. It looks like there's a lot of area to cover and hunt on, so we just gotta slowly make our way across here. And probably for the next few weeks, it's going to be a lot of just checking out these maps that we've kind of skipped over to go further on the roster of animals. Because, I mean, we basically did... I think that was a little bit on me, too, is because the first animals in Genesis are just kind of like reskins, I wanted to show off more of where Genesis has more of its, like, stronger points as its own unique mod with, like, the Carnotaurus and that, so I think I probably went a little too fast onto the roster, really, than I should have been so. And it's probably more natural to show off more maps before I got to the later animals like the Carnotaurus and that, so this will at least be a way to remedy that as we go forward from here. How did I double jump there? Okay, just a little more, and we should be on, well, at least not having to hold space. There we go. Okay, we're on to proper land now. And we do have a reply from something in the forest. It was an ankylosaur. Although this map is going to pose an interesting problem, which is trying to get good line of sight to shoot the animals with. Like, the vegetation here is pretty thick. It's not, like, overwhelming thick, which is one thing that I really do have to say I think would make carnivores an impossible thing if it was thicker than this. Okay, I think it was actually replying during our call out to it. So I think it's a little bit more up this way. Just the Gallimimus over there. Oh yeah, this is really nice area to hunt on. Oh, I saw it just up there. Yeah, it's a ways out. It's not like super sprinting away from us. It's just that the trees are going to be so thick, it might be hard to get that nice clear shot I'm hoping for. So you can just see him around that one tree there. Oh, no, there he is. He's moved a little bit. Okay, that might actually be good for us. Wasn't expecting that long of kind of like a recoil or reload on it, so that'll make you have to adjust each time you use it. But we can still slowly make our way over and follow up on him. Well, this is definitely... I thought I was hearing something else, but this is quite a bit more atmospheric than what, like, a lot of the other maps have been, because this feels like dense jungle where you really would expect to find dinosaurs or something like them in. Yeah, there's his blood trail right there, so we are still on the right path, or on the right track. I am just going to stay low for now, because it's kind of hard to tell how far away you may be from the animals. Like, it looks like the binoculars probably do penetrate through the trees to give you their reading. So that will help us kind of down the line. Oh, actually, I see a bit of red where that moss chops was. I also just don't know around, like, what corner or what bend you may come across something like a Sin Raptor coming out for you or something else. Oh, okay, just a couple of ambient guys. I saw something for a moment over this way. I don't know if it was more ambience or not. Okay, maybe... I could have sworn I'd seen something. Maybe I was mistaken. The Ankylosaur must have still gone off somewhere further. Okay, so... yeah, I went past you guys. Kept going this direction. Of course, it's the same direction as the wind. I'm guessing, though, probably 2 shots with a sniper rifle will be enough to take down this Ankylosaur. That's at least what my thinking is. It'll just be, again, trying to catch up to him and seeing where, or... getting ourselves lined up for that next shot. That might be a bit tricky. As we saw just from the initial one, we had to wait a bit before we were able to get that line up. Okay, man, he has gone pretty far this way. Actually, it looks like he was circling around here for a bit. It could even be that the wind is giving us away, even with the cover scent on. Which sucks, because the wind is really probably the biggest thing to fight against in the game. Yeah, he's taking us right into the heart of the map now. Okay, so where... wait, where'd the blood trail go now? We were just on it. What the heck? Like, what just happened? It seems like the blood trail just completely vanished on us now. Okay, we've at least got to reply back this way. But yeah, I don't know what happened there. The blood trail that we were following, it just seems like it... maybe it only lasts for so long and then it vanishes on you. That's kind of bizarre. And this area is so dense. God, this is where I really wish you had a better, like, detection system for the dinosaurs, where you could actually, like, be walking around and they're not going to spot you through all the trees and that. Because, like, after coming off of Carnivores Plus and how we had tried in that game, I'm much more hesitant to, like, standing upright and being, like, just walking around because of how easy we were detected by things. Oh. Excuse me. So the Metrodon over there. Okay, there's an Ankylosaur over that way. Seems to be on... Well, he was mostly running away from us, so I think that's probably our... Like, come on! That was supposedly 300 away, and he picked us up like that. That is my big issue with carnivores. I really think from now on, I'm just setting all the sensitivities down to nothing, because it's really, really weird when you have stuff like that happen. Especially with us having the modifiers on. Like, if we're losing points, and they still are that sensitive, I still have to admit, I got issue with that. Okay, and of course the wind is not helping us. God, would you start pointing, just stay one fixed direction for when you load into a game and just stay that direction. The wind does not circle around you in 360 degrees. There it was. I mean, it's calling back, so I don't think it's super, like... Oh, the stupid wind! God, it's so annoying to fight, like, to play. Because of how the wind... Wind does not do this much of variation for how far it will go left and right on you. Like, it's generally going to point one direction and sway back and forth within maybe, like, a... at most 90-degree kind of arc to it, or range of motion. Not the swaying of woo and woo and woo. I swear, it's more like a compass to point in the direction of the dinosaurs than it actually is proper wind. And yes, I am going to be critical of it. Because as much as I'm critical, I also suggest and try to bring up ways of solving the problem. That's one of the ways that I am as a person, is I aim to be a problem solver. I'm not just going to say this is terrible. I'm going to say this feels bad to play against. Here's how it should be improved. I'm going to try to offer ways like that to kind of say. Unfortunately, though, Carnivores just in general as like a base has a lot of shortcomings to it. One of those being hypersensitive animals, so that way the modifiers almost feel mandatory. Okay, at least the wind should not be giving us away now, unless it decides to go woo around like that again, which it probably will. Okay, so it says it's at 290 that way. Problem is, there's just so many trees in the way. And the trees I don't mind being in the way, because that feels more like a natural issue. Or a natural problem to be going up against. There we go, we were just able to see him. You can just kind of see him poke through some of the... Almost like it's mocking. Oh! Yeah, this is where, like, aside from the detection possibly messing up, this is the hunting that I really enjoy. Where it's, okay, you know your target's up there, you've got to try to figure out the best approach. How do you line yourself up to do so? Okay. God, he really knows how to stick into... Like, just knows to stay around this one grouping of trees. Where'd you go now? Oh, really? We can't even get through that. Okay. Let's just go around. Oh, and there's a Sin Raptor up ahead, too. Smoss is there. Sin Raptor is over this way. Which honestly might be what... Ah! I hate when they just run up to you, because there's not much you can do. We're going to head back to the main menu. Yeah, like... You know what? I am adjusting it. I'm going to change it. We're just going to see how it even is to play next week. No sensitivity. None. None. It's dropped. It's dead. It's gone. We're going to see how that is to hunt next week. We're going to take these off and just see if there's a noticeable difference or not, because that's... Comparing it, again, to Call of the Wild, the distances feel wrong. It feels like the animals are far too sensitive for when they pick you up, and that it almost becomes mandatory to have the modifiers to get in effective ranges with things. Like, I'll admit this map wasn't as bad because, again, it's meant to be a dense forest, and it lives up to that very well. My problem is, though, for 230 meters away, something should not be picking you up that easily and just sprinting the heck off. So we're going to try next week with no sensitivity, see how that is to play, and maybe even just all Carnivores mods from there going forward are going to be like that, because it's just frustrating to see it in your sights, to start lining yourself up, and then it's gone, just like that. I don't see it as, like, a good challenge. It just feels like it's annoying to play against, so we're going to just try with the sensitivity low, see how that is next week. Probably, honestly, I'm going to do that with majority of the mods from now on, I think. Bring them all the way down to the net sensitivity of 0. If it's too easy, we'll slowly crank up. It's much better than just leaving it default and frustrating yourself again and again because you're not getting any feedback on stuff. But we will leave things here, so thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of Carnivores Genesis. If you have any tips, tricks, requests, anything whatsoever, be sure to leave them right down in the comments. I try to respond as soon as I can to any feedback that comes up. Until I catch you all next episode, though, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.